Right now, pleased to be joined by Fred Lipkin of Penn National. Great week of racing coming up, especially with the holiday in front of us. Fred, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Fred.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Look, you guys have the Thanksgiving Festival of Racing coming up at Penn National, which to me means a lot of stakes racing. Give us an idea of what we can look forward to.
Well, we have 3 consecutive stake races early on in the program that's part of, obviously, a Pick 4. We have a race, a $100,000 race for Pennsylvania-bred 2-year-olds. We have another field going a mile at 16, 3-year-olds and older, the Swatara. And then the capper is the $200,000 Fabulous Strike. This is a 6-furlong sprint, and it's attracted quite a competitive field of 9.
And Fred, Fabulous Strike himself was a great sprinter who won a lot of races in Pennsylvania. This race named after him. This field, this going through it, I haven't dug in too much, but boy, what a quality group. You got Life in Shambles in from New York, who's made over $600,000. You know, Always Sunshine, who just ran the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Lewisfield, a horse that absolutely aired in his last start at Laurel. I think that Bayer's a little on the light side because he won so easily, wasn't really trying at the end of that race. The Man on the outside won his only start at Penn National. Let's begin with Lewisfield. Is he a worthy favorite in your estimation, coming off of a huge win at Laurel?
Well, he did win the restricted stake. That was the the Maryland Million Sprint handicap, and it was really an impressive win. And of course, you also have the rail horse Always Sunshine, who raced on November 3rd in the Breeders' Cup.
8-1, 7-2, 4 here in today's third.
So let's not forget about that. But myself, I'm actually going to look for a horse that's coming out of conditioned allowance races named Mesotherm. He's from the barn of Lucy Cadet. And I'll tell you one thing about this horse. He has won his last 4 races unraced until the age of 5. This year, as a 5-year-old, 4 of 6. He has galloped under wraps in his last 3. And in his last race at Laurel, October 21st, he bobbled badly coming out of the gate and still won by 6.5 lengths. So, he's going to get tested for class against these kind, but he's going to be a price.
And Fred, just to let you know, Lacey Gaudet, I covered a lot of the racing from Maryland. She's like 45% the last month. So you have a trainer who's just in great form right now, whose barn has been on fire.
Yeah, and then, like you said, you have Lewisfield. You also have Always Sunshine coming out of the Breeders' Cup. And, race before that, he was in the Francis, which is a grade 3 down at Laurel. And then he won at Saratoga. He won a restricted stake up there. So there is a lot of quality. Life in Shambles. And the card's really good. I just want to put a real plug in very quickly for the first race. It's a maiden 2-year-old race here. We have 2 first-time starters. Number 8, Press Virginia by Blame, who's going lights out, best bullet work of 40, November 8th at the Parks. And he's from John Service, who obviously was a winner in the Breeders' Cup card. And then Jovi Explorer, son of Pioneer of the Nile out of a Malibu mare. And I watched the other day, he worked 5 furlongs here in 59-3, breezing out of the gate. These 2-year-olds are going to put on a show and lead into these great stake races.
Fred, as always, we look forward to the great racing product you guys are putting forth there at Penn National. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Line, and we look forward to Wednesday.
Thanks, Fred.
Pleasure to be with you. Thanks a lot.